John Mearsheimer notes that university campuses tend to be unfriendly to nationalism. He also notes that American university campuses tend to be the least pro-Israel parts of the United States. There's no major pundit working in the mainstream media who's opposed to the existence of a Jewish state. So in the mainstream media, you've had a sanitized discourse where all perspectives that are taken for granted in Europe are not part of the American discourse. But on university campuses, Zionism is controversial even before these protests. Nationalism is generally looked down upon as barbaric and medieval. And the general ethos of a university campus is that we've risen above these primitive notions. We're not tied down to these traditional ties to blood and soil nationalism.
Though they'll certainly make allowances to the nationalism of the ideological excesses of both that double standards. If you look at Palestinian, even malignant forms of Palestinian nationalism are ultimately a response to conditions of oppression, whereas the nationalism of the victors, of the powerful, is malignant because it's just a self-sustaining force. It's not in any way tied to the correction of some injustice. In the early days, leftists were a lot more sympathetic to Zionism than is the case. Then later became the case precisely because there was a change in Israel's power relative to other countries, but also because Israeli nationalism became much more malignant than it once was. On the pro-Palestinian side, they're going to say the seeds of fascism were always there, latent in Zionism.